welcome. I hope you're all having a great month so far. Today I have got the hopefully delicious smelling wax melt subscription box from the Ghost Family Flame to open up. It kind of showed up out of the blue as a nice little surprise for me. I did know they were delayed because this country's gone into another lockdown, but it just showed up, so it's an exciting surprise. We will not waffle too much, we'll just dive in and see what exciting flavours we've got for the winter months. As per usual, we've just got a little post box sized box, which is very convenient. And on top we have got a little card which says Curious as the Moth. Oh, and Cabinet of Curiosities must be our theme. This is actually the scent list. So in the past we've had like a big A4 sheet with like descriptions for these scents, and this is more like a classic scent list of just the names and then the notes, which is kind of better for me because I never know what the scent's supposed to be. I just guess badly. But there's something quite nice about the little descriptions they used to do, but this will definitely be more useful for describing them. We then got a little envelope, like a brown envelope. So it's got our, got our art for the month, which is quite a pretty one. And again, it's Curious as the Moth, and it's got like a little creepy skull moth on there. This is quite a nice card it's on as well. Like a matte card as opposed to a shiny one. That's quite a cute one. Very their aesthetic as per usual. Then also in here we have got a little cigarette card. I assume it's from a cigarette series. They used to do these little card collections, mainly back in like the 20s to 40s, where in your pack of cigarettes you'd get a little card. I've got a few sets of them. Oh, actually this one must be from Taifu tea, but same principle, I'd imagine. They came in the box. I've got a few cigarette card albums of like movie stars and stuff, so that's a cute little extra. Then underneath all this tissue paper will be our actual wax this month. Ooh. Oh, and they've got pretty labels on this time. So these are going to be labels I don't want to rip, and I definitely will. Got like a different scary moth on them. So we've got our usual 12, and we've gone back for the black and white striped Beetlejuice paper, but I think that definitely matches the aesthetic of this particular month's box. They've all got very kind of like slightly Victorian, a little bit spooky names. There we go, I like the labels very much for this month. So let's start with our beautiful scents for this month, and the first one on the list is called Heirlooms, which is this one. Aged Papers, Perfume and Dried Flowers, which sounds, oh, I don't want to rip the little labels this month. Oh, I guarantee you I destroy every single one. Oh, there we go, already ripped it. Oof. The one thing I will say about the little tubs that they put them in for last month is that they're way easier to open up and like sniff and put them back, because I'm a weirdo that if I'm going to burn a new flavour I need to smell every single one that I've got in order to decide which one I want to burn. So the little tubs are a bit more convenient for that, but let's have a look. This one is a plain white wax one, and she smells of, you know, I don't get too much of the perfume or the flowers. It's not very, I thought it'd be very like rosy smelling or something. And it's more musky, like musty, which I prefer anyway. But yeah, I reckon the perfume will come out more when you burn it. But off the bat, that's much more of a like slightly dusty smell, I think. Right. Next up, Laced in Gold. Laced in Gold, Fresh Lemon and Golden Embers. Oh, I quite like that one. That, you do smell the lemon, but it smells like, almost like a toffee cake smell as well. I like that one. It's very like winter baking, autumn baking kind of smell. You definitely can smell the lemon, but it smells like lemon when it's been baked into a cake of some sort. I like that one, that one's nice. So next we have Dried and Pressed. So this is another floral one. Soft fruit and pressed florals. Oh, that one is definitely like a fruity smell. Kind of like Parma violets as well. It's definitely a more sweet smell. It's very like, I can't think what the right way to describe it is. It's definitely a much more like sweet smell, like more fruit pastels than an actual real piece of fruit, if you know what I mean. Next we have Flora, which, as you might guess, got a flowery scent, but it's actually cuttings from the lavender garden, so will this be a nice soothing scent? That's definitely just lavender. I always feel like, I do like lavender, but it does overpower anything else you put with it. I've had like oils and stuff which are supposed to be lavender and citrus, etc. And I can always just smell the lavender. So yeah, just a nice natural smelling lavender scent. Next we have Nature's Magic, which is earthen grounds, ground herbs and sweet nectar. It smells really familiar. It's a very like clean scent. I thought it was going to be a bit more earthy, but it's much more like a very clean, like it almost smells a bit like kind of all-purpose cleaner. It's got that kind of fresh smell to it. But I can't think, it really reminds me of something, but I can't think what it is. So there's your very good description for that one. Now we have the Skeleton Key. Barnwood, oak doors and brass finished keys. So is it going to smell like the inside of a nice dusty estate? That's what I want to smell. I can imagine I've got my own country estate whilst actually living in a tiny flat. That's quite nice. There's a more like subtle one. So there's almost something a bit like floral about it. I do get the wood smell there, it's like almost like cedar. Yeah, it's definitely got like a woody, earthy tone, but also something a little bit floral to it as well. Yeah, it does smell kind of like foresty, but like a good foresty. Beetles and bugs, a bed of moss, crushed violets and spruce cuttings. Again, another quite like clean scent. I reckon this one has quite a good like throw smell. It definitely has that kind of like earthiness to it, but it's not overpoweringly sprucey, if you know what I mean. It's definitely like a subtle earthiness to it. Fauna, woodsy cedar, fresh orange and amber. That's quite nice. I thought it'd be overpoweringly citrusy, but you don't really get the orange that much. I imagine that will come out more when you're burning it. But it is definitely, woodsy is the right word for it, I think. Yeah, I thought it'd be really, quite often when you have orange stuff, that's quite strong scent, but it doesn't have too much orange in there. So I reckon that will peak out once you actually start burning it. But again, another very like natural scent, that's what they're going for, very like woody. My silver locket, icy silver and antique silk. What does that smell like? Like musty old vintage dresses. So, that does not smell like what I was expecting it to smell like. It's quite like a warm smell from like icy silver. I was expecting like a cooler, fresher smell, but it's really like a warm smell. It smells like there's some like wood in there, like a little bit piney. Oh, and cloves. Yeah, it's more of like a woody, spiced, like baked smell. It's nice, but it's just not what I expected at all from the description. Interesting. But yeah, it's like a warm scent, I would describe it, which is not what I was expecting from their little icy silver. But yeah, it's quite a pretty smell. Next we have the Bone Collector, oat flour, nutmeg and rum. Could go for a spiced rum right now. I mean, it's only 10 in the morning, but oh well. Never too early when you're in lockdown. Oh, I've got this sticker stuck to my hand. That's nice. It's like a, I want to say milky scent, but I mean kind of like a like something like Bailey's or something, that kind of milk, like a heavy cream dessert or something. You could definitely get the bits of nutmeg and the rum. It's almost like a rum butter, if you've ever had rum butter instead of brandy butter at Christmas. And you do get the oatiness as well. I think out of all of them, this is the one that smells most. Out of its, if you look at its notes, you can guess exactly what it smells of. And it's quite a nice strong scent as well. It's going to smell very tasty when it's burning, that one. I like it. It smells delicious. That's a good enough to eat one, that one. Trinkets. Memories of years gone by, frankincense and incense. Which sounds, again, very pretty. It's pretty, it's very pretty. I think I need to get it burning to be able to tell you exactly what the incensey smells in it are. But yeah, it's got a really good like muskiness to it, which is exactly what I wanted when I first signed up to this box. I wanted like smells that were a bit not too sweet and floral and fruity, a bit more dusty, if you know what I mean. And that's definitely got that. Then last up, we have got Pars Box, Tonka Bean and Tobacco Vanilla. It's definitely tobacco and vanilla, which I've bought quite a lot of candles which are tobacco and vanilla over the years because, again, I just like those kind of like heavy, kind of musky smells. So that's definitely the sort of thing that I would have bought. Yeah, it kind of just smells as you'd expect it to. Vanilla, tobacco. Not picking up on a lot else, but it's quite like a heavy, musky, comforting smell. But yeah, vanilla and tobacco, like I say, something that I would buy. So that's a good one to end on. That was our scents for this month. I really like this list. I really like the theme, the Cabinet of Curiosities. I would love to have like a 17th century big cabinet full of like weird bones and old antiques and never ever dusted. So I can live vicariously through this list and smell it and imagine I have some wacky shelf full of bits and bobs. I really liked it. I like a little art print with the cute little moth. Even if he's a bit spooky, he's still cute. Yeah, and it was just overall a nice one. There's lots of scents there which I think I would order if I saw them on scent list, and they all smell really good. So I'm very excited for this little batch of goodies. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll be getting it next month. That's not because I don't love it, but sadly, my landlord is selling my flat, so I have to move, which, yeah, it's just not ideal. So my head has said, Fee, you don't need all these wax melts, you need money. But my heart is saying, they smell pretty. So once I am, you know, not in disaster and I'm settled and have somewhere to live and things, then I will re-sign up because I do think it's really pretty and I like all their scents. So yeah, hopefully I'll be back again with it soon, but probably not next month, but not because I don't love it. But yeah, you'll have to let me know down below what you thought of this one. Did you like the theme? Do you like the sound of any of the scents? Yeah, and I will hopefully see you all again soon. Bye everyone!